lovely evening and thanks for joining us on the Daily Ride. My name is Grace Mwafo. Then from the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice. Yes, beginning from the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Dr. Olukayode Ajulo, SAN, has disclosed that the state judicial sector is undergoing a transformative overhaul to position it as one of the leading states in entrenching the justice system and security in Nigeria. According to Ajulo, the governor the Governor Loki at Tiwa administration is focused on further enhancing judicial efficiency and improving citizens' access to justice through digital integration and repeal of outdated laws, among others. The chief legal officer of the state, while addressing journalists in Akure, the state capital, over the strike embarked upon by the Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria, JUSN, expressed optimism that the industrial action would soon be called off. He revealed that Governor Edetiwa had already met with the leadership of JUSN over the development and agreed on the way forward to ensure that their demands were met. Jason had embarked on an indefinite strike some days ago over the non-implementation of financial autonomy by the state government. And now to Oyo State, no fewer than 4 people have been confirmed dead following a multiple vehicle accident that occurred along Soka axis of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. According to eyewitness, the tragic incident involved 4 trailers, 4 Nissan Micra cars, and a Toyota Camry. The crash reportedly happened when a trailer attempted to reverse out of an abandoned filling station was hit by another trailer approaching from behind. The sudden impact caused a chain reaction as 3 more trailers following closely rammed into the pile-up, crushing several cars in the process. It was gathered that a Nissan Micra taxi was completely flattened in the collision, killing the driver and 3 passengers on the spot. And now to Lagos State. The Lagos State government has launched the Lagos Identity Project, a digital house numbering initiative aimed at enhancing property identification and service delivery across the state. The special advisor to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on Enterprise Geographic Information System, Dr. Olajide Babajide, said the initiative will significantly improve property identification and public service efficiency. He made the observation during the unveiling of the project in Alausa, Lagos. Babajide explained that the digital plate with the QR codes and local government color codes would boost emergency response, postal services, and urban planning efforts. He added that scanning the QR code on a building would grant access to essential property information for residents and relevant stakeholders, noting that the project would prevent rental fraud as well enhance emergency location tracking throughout Lagos communities. And now to River State. The River State Police Command has confirmed the killing of one of its men and a vigilante member in Nahauda East local government area of the state. The Commissioner of Police in the state, Olubenga Adepoju, who visited the area in the country, confirmed the report of the killing. The CP, who vowed that the killers of the police officer and the OSPAC operative would not escape justice, directed the area commander and DPO to intensify efforts to track down and arrest the perpetrators. Adepoju further urged residents of the area to remain calm and cooperate with the police by reporting any suspicious individuals or activities to the nearest police station. And on to Akwa Ibom. The Akwa Ibom State Command of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has arrested 312 suspects with 803.62 672 kilograms of hard drugs between June 2024 and May 2025. The agency's commander in the state, Mrs. Obot Basse, disclosed this during a press conference to mark the 2025 International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking in Uyo, the state capital, with the theme, "The Evidence is Clear. Invest in Prevention, Break the Cycle." Bassi said that out of the 312 suspects arrested, 261 were males and 51 were females, adding that 38 drug offenders were also prosecuted and convicted within the period. She disclosed that the command had treated and rehabilitated 43 male drug dependent persons and also carried out drug abuse prevention education in 91 locations across the state. She called on parents, educators, religious leaders, and community members to join hands in creating a supportive environment that fosters healthy lifestyles and deter drug use. The commander noted that this year's theme calls for the continuation of sustained investment in prevention. And now to the House of Representatives. The House of Representatives has passed for second reading a bill seeking to extend the implementation of the capital component of the 2024 approved budget from June 30 to December 31st, 2025. The bill, which was presented to the House during plenary by the Deputy Majority Leader Ibrahim Halims, was titled "A Bill for an Act to amend the 2024 Appropriation Act to further extend the capital component of the Act from the 30th of June 2025 to the 31st of December 2025 and for related matters." Speaker of the House, Tajuddin Abbas, while speaking on the bill, said the extension of the budget was necessary as the implementation of the 2024 budget has not been substantially done. The bill was passed for second reading after a voice vote and referred to the Committee on Supply for further legislative action. And now to the Senate. The leader of the Senate, Senator Koyemi Bamidele, has assured Nigerians that the forthcoming zonal public hearings on the proposed amendment to the 1999 Constitution would be inclusive and participatory. Bamidele, who represents Ekiti Central Senatorial District, gave the assurance in a midterm statement and emphasized the need for far-reaching constitutional reforms to correct long-standing structural imbalances in the Federation and deepen Nigeria's democracy. The lawmaker further said the 10th Assembly had made significant legislative progress, but its vision goes beyond passing bills. It disclosed that the Student Loan Program administered through the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NOW Fund, had received over 1 million applications, with more than 500,000 students already benefiting. He added that the tax reform bills currently awaiting presidential assent were projected to enhance investor confidence and grow Nigeria's GDP from $363.8 billion to $1 trillion by 2030. The Senate leader, who noted that electoral reforms remains a top priority, said the Senate would prioritize fiscal and monetary stability, infrastructure, and security, as well as reduce inflation. The National Working Committee, NWC, of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, has approved the immediate suspension of the national chairman of the party, Shehu Gabam, along with two members of the National Working Committee, the National Auditor, Nnadi Clarkson, and the National Youth Leader, Chukwuma Uchechukwu, over allegations of gross financial misconduct, embezzlement, misappropriation, and diversion of party funds. The suspension was contained in a statement issued and made available to newsmen in Abuja by the party's National Publicity Secretary, Araba Rufus Ainiba. He said that the decision to suspend the national chairman and other implicated NWC members was to allow for a thorough investigation adding that the party's integrity must be upheld at all times. The National Publicity Secretary noted that an interim investigative panel had been constituted to audit all financial records and recommend further disciplinary or legal actions. In the meantime, the Deputy National Chairman, Dr. Sadiq Umar, has assumed leadership of the party as acting national chairman as provided by the constitution of the party. Meanwhile, violence erupted at the national headquarters of the Social Democratic Party in Abuja as a group of armed thugs dressed in black outfits stormed the premises, unleashing violence on journalists and party staff. The attack comes amid a deepening crisis within the party, triggered by the suspension of key national officers, including the national chairman, Alhaji Shehu Gabam. The party's National Working Committee had announced the suspension of Gabam, National Auditor Nadi Clexon, and National Youth Leader Chukuma Uchechukwu. They were accused of gross financial misconduct, including embezzlement, misappropriation, and unauthorized diversion of party funds, running into hundreds of millions of naira. Journalists who had gathered at the party office for a press briefing were caught in the fray as hoodlums descended on the premises. Cameras and phones were seized while some reporters were physically assaulted before security agents intervened. Brazil's Vice President Geraldo Alckmin has arrived in Nigeria, marking the commencement of the highly anticipated second session of the Nigeria-Brazil Strategic Dialogue Mechanism. The Deputy Chief of Staff to the President, Senator Ibrahim Hadeja, who received the Brazilian delegation, described the visit as an important period in Nigeria's renewed hope agenda, emphasizing the strategic importance of deepening ties with Brazil. He said that Brazil's expertise in agribusiness, energy transition, and industrial development aligns perfectly with Nigeria's transformation priorities and the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The three-day summit will culminate the signing of over 30 memoranda of understanding across critical sectors, including defense cooperation, agricultural technology transfer, energy collaboration, and cultural exchange programs. This is Daily Ride on 24 News Radio and Television. Still to come are reports from the global space, entertainment, and sport. Stay with us. Glad to know that you're still there. Now to the foreign news. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz says he has ordered the army to respond forcefully to Iran's violation of the ceasefire after incoming Iranian missiles were reported by the military. Katz said in a statement that he instructed the Israeli army to respond forcefully to Iran's violation of the ceasefire by launching powerful strikes against regime targets in the heart of Tehran. Meanwhile, the US President Donald Trump has announced a phased 24-hour ceasefire process, which Israel said it had agreed to. In a related development, Israel has denied its launched missiles. Iran has denied its launched missiles at Israel in the last few hours after Israel accused it of doing so following US President Donald Trump's announcement of a ceasefire. The General Staff of the Iranian army denied the launch of missiles from Iran to the occupied territories in the last few hours. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz had earlier said Israel would respond forcefully to Iran's violation of the ceasefire after the military reported incoming Iranian missiles. And in Iraq, The Iraqi Civil Aviation Authority (ICAA) has announced that it has reopened its airspace to international air traffic, citing improved security conditions following days of the Israel-Iran conflict. In a statement, the ICAA president Ban- Bagin Rekani said the decision followed a comprehensive assessment of the security situation and coordination with relevant national and international authorities. President Rekani noted that the decision was based on improved security conditions and Iraq's ability to ensure the highest standards of safety and air traffic control for overflying aircraft. He added that reopening Iraqi airspace will enhance Iraq's strategic geographic position as an air corridor connecting east and west and will help reduce flight time and fuel costs for global airlines. Iraq closed its airspace to international air traffic following the outbreak of the Israel Iran conflict on June 13. And now from the world of entertainment. Controversial singer Olalomi, popularly known as Portable, has slammed Bella Shmurda following his comment on the Curiosity Made Me Ask podcast. It was reported that Bella Shmurda had expressed reservation about collaborating with Portable, citing a lack of connection between their music styles and a desire to avoid trouble. But Portable, in a video, responded to Bella's comment, boasting about his global presence and success. And now on to sports. Former Super Eagles striker Joseph Yobo has urged Nigerians not to write off the Eagles' qualification to the 2026 World Cup as their fate is not sealed yet. He stated this in an interview on the sidelines of the Trust Ekong charity match held at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Lagos. Yobo, a former Everton FC of England defender, urged Nigerians to get behind the team in their quest to reach the 2026 World Cup coming up in the US, Canada, and Mexico. With the Super Eagles' current standing in Group C, the Eagles face a dire situation to qualify for the 2026 World Cup in fourth position from 6 matches in their qualifying with 7 points. And that's a wrap on the Daily Ride this evening. Do join us again, same time, same station on 24 News, radio, and television. My name is Grace Marford. Do enjoy the rest of your evening.